The Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. A. And god damn, I did not realize there was so much boxing on December 7th. Obviously, the main attraction getting all the attention is Joshua Ruiz. I did not notice Charlo, Hogan, Navarrete, Horta. That's a lot of boxing. So when we all busy, that means I'm gonna be all fucking like 3 days late watching boxing, catching up. You know, but let's get into what you clicked on the show for. The first fight, I picked Joshua to back foot box the shit out of Ruiz. Like you, the fast hands, the speed of the hands. I thought Joshua was just gonna back foot him, jab him, check cook his ass. Now, I don't know. I was quite surprised, like the rest of the world, that Ruiz did it, and everyone's saying with Joshua losing the weight, he's losing the weight so he can move around, so he can box him, so he can let Andy walk into something. I don't know. Like watching that fight, people say, "Oh, he took him, he didn't take him serious. He took him like no." Anthony Joshua cracked the shit out of Ruiz, and he went in for the finish, hit him with everything he had. Ruiz fucking. Anytime you see someone do that little matrix bend, he he hit the shit out of Ruiz, and Ruiz took it. Now, hooking with a hooker got caught with an equilibrium shot, so you can say it was a lucky punch. It was a punch from the gods. I get it. I get it. Will it happen again? Excuse me. With an equilibrium shot happen again? Double excuse me. If that punch never happens, does the same outcome happen? Because I don't think Anthony could bang with Ruiz. We saw that outcome when it's in the middle of the ring, fighting and fighting. Even though Joshua punches affect and are harder, it's the combination and the speed that Ruiz wins that contest. Now, and going in this fight, I do not see that strategy working of back foot and moving and boxing Ruiz. I thought it was going to be perfect for the first fight. I thought it was going to be a cakewalk. I thought, we all thought Joshua was AJ. We thought what he was. The guy fundamentally sound, good jab, 1-2 with the hook, nice uppercut. But you could say it was the equilibrium. He never recovered, Mr. A. I just don't see watching that fight. I don't see how AJ could keep Ruiz off for 12 rounds. He could beat him 1-2 rounds here, 3 rounds there. To me, AJ needs a knockout to win this fight, and it needs to be within the first 6 rounds, the first half of the fight. 7 and 8 is gonna be close. That's iffy. To me, anything after 8 rounds, unless Ruiz ain't already rocked prior, is gonna be downhill for AJ. On the other hand, I think Ruiz could win either or, a knockout or a 12 round. I think he could outpoint AJ because the hand speed. He could force the fight, and he could make AJ fight faster. And when you make AJ fight faster and throw faster punches, he leaves himself open for countering. Now the secret weapon of this fight, it comes down for AJ is going to be his lateral movement, his stamina. What is that going to do for him? Is it going to be better? And so his legs, not his feet, his legs. So it all boils down to the legs. And for me, on Andy Ruiz, it's going to be that what he was doing in the first fight, that chest jab. that chest jab. When he couldn't get in on AJ, he was still letting AJ know, I'm going to hit you, bitch. I'm going to hit you. And he kept hitting him in the chest, and AJ was wobbling back like, oh shit, you know, like, because if he misses that counter on the chest jab, he leaves himself wide the fuck open for Andy Ruiz's combination speed counters. So it's going to be AJ's legs versus the chest jab of Andy Ruiz. And like I said, I could easily see Ruiz getting knocked the fuck out like in 5 rounds. Because take away that equilibrium shot, AJ had him. AJ had him. But you could also say Mr.A. He got up from that knockdown, took AJ's best shot 20, 15 seconds after that knockdown, took his hardest shot, and then came back fighting, and he landed that equilibrium shot. Now, with AJ slimming down for the lateral movement, is that going to take some velocity off his power? You know, is he going to be able to stun Ruiz as easy? Because what stunned Ruiz was hooking with a hooker. That's what got them both. It wasn't just no one got hit and knocked down with a setup. It was a hook with a hook concept for both of them. That put both of them on their ass. Or it put AJ on his knees and shit. So, I say 5-round knockout for AJ if he's the win. Ruiz, he could knock AJ out. He could take him on points. Since it's a 2-1, like I said, it's part of me. It's a hook with a hooker. They both got lucky with a hook for a hooker. Let's hook with a hooker. There's some hookers in here. So we got some hookers in the ring, some whores. It's funny that they go to Saudi Arabia and there's some hookers in the ring. You know, where they love the concubines and their 18 wives. There's hookers in the ring. Just a Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr.A. You know, follow me on Twitter at RRTB Show. Andrew Maloney just followed me, so you know I do. Josh Greer talks to me, so there's some few boxers out there who talk to me. Tony Harrison, so Anthony Joshua. I don't think he's gonna do it. Highly capable, they each are, but I think just how I'm picking Michael Hunter off the body jab, chest jab, I'm going to pick Ruiz cause of that. I think he's just going to constantly hit Anthony Joshua in the chest. Now, it'd be amazing to see Joshua move around the ring and fucking pop shot him. That would be fucking outstanding. Because like I said, I'm a boxing junkie. If you just now tuned into the show, Mr. A's favorite type of boxing style. You know, there are people who love phone booths. There are people who love fucking counterpunchers, jabbers, uppercuts, brawlers. I love movers. My favorite fighter is Aries Nandi Lara. So if I could see Joshua move around, pop shot him, that'd be fucking great. That'd put a smile on my face. Like, damn, what an adjustment. The fucker who always had stamina problems. That'd be awesome. But I don't see that new adjustment lasting 12 rounds. And like I said, he simply cracked the shit out of Ruiz. He was beating Ruiz. Did he go in too fast and look for the knockout? Got hooked with a hooker. Fucking whores. There's some whores in the ring. So you could say, he's gonna do the same thing as long as he just be a little more patient. He had no problem with Ruiz, and I agree. He had no problem with Ruiz. He rushed it. Got you know, when you try rushing things with a hooker, bad shit happens. Fuck with some hookers. I'm gonna go with Ruiz. I'm gonna go with Ruiz again. I'm gonna say Ruiz needs a knockout to really secure it. You know, I think any questionable swing rounds they're gonna give to AJ. I do think that. Because, Saudi Arabia paid a lot of money for this fight, and let's be honest, they didn't pay all that money to fucking bring Andy Ruiz out there. So, I'm going with AJ getting stopped in like the 11th, 10th round. Thank you for your time and support. The Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. A. Again, you can follow our Twitter at RRTB Show, at RRTB Show. Subscribe if you like the content. If you don't, just come on back and stay entertained.